What is going on, everyone, and welcome to 24/7 Football. And first of all, apologies for not as many uploads as I'd like to have done over the past few days. I've not been too well. Obviously, it's a scary time at the moment. I don't know what I had, but I'm getting over it now. So, really important that you're all staying safe and that you're all staying inside as well. We can do this together. It's incredibly boring, so to cure the boredom, I've set myself a challenge and I'm setting you guys this challenge as well. I want to see what your teams are at the end of this, and you can only choose a maximum of one player from a division. So for instance, if I choose Lionel Messi, which I probably will, the guy's the GOAT, greatest of all time, I won't hear anything else. So he's my one player from La Liga. So you can choose one player from a division. Once you've chosen it, that division is out. And I want to see what your best XI is. Do you know what? This was tougher than I thought it was going to be. Really tough. And you probably think mine's rubbish. But I want to see your teams at the end of it. So I've gone for a 4-3-3 attacking. So 2 centre mids and a cam. And you know, you can choose. I'll say you can choose whichever formation that you want to go with, and you can choose whichever players you want. I've tried to really go with 1 or 2 at the push, very good players in every line. So like my defence, there's a world class player. My front line, yeah, it's decent. So we'll start anyway. So we'll start with goalkeeper. To get off to an emphatic start, it's Fraser Forster from Celtic. Now, I understand he's on loan from Southampton, but at this moment in time, he's a Celtic player. So he's from the Scottish Premier League. There's my player from the Scottish Premier League. You know, that abundance of talent they've got up there, I should say. So Fraser Forster, you know what? He's a decent keeper. He is a decent keeper. It was between him and Onana from Ajax, but I've gone for Forster. Solid keeper. Wanted to get rid of the Scottish League really. And Fraser Forster was the man, so he's in there. He's a solid keeper, solid shot stopper, and he can do it on a European stage as well. So he's a good goalkeeper. He's alright with his feet as well. So we'll put him in there. Right back, Mario Fernandez, Russian Premier League, CSKA Moscow. Good player, very good player, very capable as well, and quite. You know, there's not many Russian Premier League players that we could have chosen from. They've got a few decent good players. It's between him and Malcolm. Malcolm obviously a good winger. But I've gone with right back, because right back's a bit hard if you don't go for the... Because is it a priority, the full-back positions in a team? In today's era, maybe. So you want to utilise maybe not your best leagues, but you want to get a decent standard. So Mario Fernandez fits that bill highly. Good player, plays at CSKA in Moscow. He's Brazilian. He's come through the Brazilian ranks as well, and he's worth quite a bit of money now as well. He's decent. He's got a bit of pace, good on the ball, and that's why he goes at right back for me. Because again, by doing that, he's decent. He's not world class. He's decent, and again, it just ticks over the Russian Premier League, which again, you know, there's not that much world-class talent in there, so we've knocked off another league. Centre-back, Ruben Diaz, Liga NOS, Portuguese League, Benfica. Very, very, very capable centre-back, and someone who I can't imagine being at Benfica for much longer. He is very, very good. And he's been linked with a lot of clubs as well, and currently plays at Benfica, and he's very good. He's only 22, very capable. Came from the ranks of Benfica. Benfica have got such a good academy, by the way. They've brought out some terrific players through their time. You know, João Felix, Ederson, Bernardo Silva. The list goes on. Transfer market's got him down as currently worth 30 million. And he's good. He's very good. Not had a red card this season so far. 2 goals, 2 assists from centre back, and yeah, he's going to be a terrific player. Already been touted for the Portuguese national team. rumoured to be Manchester City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, all interested in a young centre-back. Seems to be the case whenever you're a young centre-back coming through. Good on the ball as well, and he's got a bit of pace about him. So Ruben Dias, one centre-back. The other centre-back, now this is where I wanted to go world-class. This is where I needed to get that one world-class centre-back at the back. And it was tough because obviously I'm a City fan, so I didn't use Van Dijk for my Premier League player. You probably know who I have chosen by that. And I had to go with Koulibaly in the Serie A. I could have gone down the Bonucci route, could have gone down the Chiellini route, or I went for Koulibaly. I think as poor as him and Napoli have been this season, he's an unbelievable player. He's strong, quick, he's huge. He's such a unit, and he's very, very good. And there's a reason why the big clubs are being touted for him, and he's might even command a three-figure £1 million transfer fee as well. So I thought Koulibaly at centre half, very capable player, world class, and we'll go well with Ruben Dias as well. You know, Ruben Dias, young, someone to look up to in Koulibaly, and a big leader within the team as well, which is something that we wanted to get. I think I've done a cracking job here, I can't lie. I'm not tooting my own horn, but I think I have done a cracking job. Left back, we're going to the Eredivisie with Ajax and Nicolas Tagliafico, Argentinian left back. Again, very capable, not world class, but a very good left back at the same time. 27 years of age, very good left back. Came from Independiente in Argentina, and he's just soared since he's been at Ajax, and you know he's had a good career there. But they've gone through the Champions League semi-final, had a terrific run last season, and one of the more overlooked players in that team, but he's very, very good. Gets his chance in the Argentinian team as well. He's made 25 appearances for them. He's got World Cup appearances to his name as well from the 2018 World Cup. So very, very good, a very good left back as well, and international pedigree. So I think just looking at that back four with the goalkeepers, I think that's a quality back five, considering the premise of this challenge. Moving on to centre mid. First one, we've gone into the Bundesliga, and Thiago. It had to be Thiago. What a player. What a silky player he is. And I just love watching him play. Maybe he's not hit the heights that he was, expected to, but then I suppose you can't argue with the trophies that he's lifted and the players and managers that he's played for and played under. He's a fantastic little player, and there's a reason why a certain Pep Guardiola rates him incredibly highly. He's very good on the ball, so silky, and he's just so good to watch. He's so good to watch. He's a little bit like watching David Silva or when he was watching Iniesta. Just what he does on the ball, it looks effortless, and he can just pick passes out. And yeah, he's unbelievable. So, very good player. And I thought we'll go with Thiago from the Bundesliga. I could have easily have gone Lewandowski or Jadon Sancho, but I really wanted to slot Thiago in there because he'll link up with my other midfielders really well. I'm sounding like a football manager. I've completed this challenge. Don't even bother entering. Next up, I've gone for the Championship. Calvin Phillips. Right, so from Leeds, unbelievably talented player. He's been touted for the England squad. He's played very, very well for Leeds as a CDM. Now, I wanted to, obviously we only had a few different divisions to choose from. I haven't gone for the Chinese Super League where I could have had Oscar or Ramirez. I wanted that real defensive type midfielder who's got an engine, which is Calvin Phillips down to a T. We get rid of the Championship as well, but I don't think he's a Championship level player. I think he's a Premier League level player, and that's why he's going in there. He's a defensive workhorse, a bit like a Fernandinho type player. And yeah, I think he's very, very good, and he loves Leeds, which is probably the main reason why he'll stay there. But don't be surprised if you see him in an England squad anytime soon. Obviously, we're not going to see an England squad anytime soon, but after coronavirus, maybe you'll see him in an England squad. He's a very good player, and that's why he makes it into the centre mid with Thiago. It's probably more like he's playing CDM, and you've got Thiago on that other centre mid playing together. More silky, more attacking, whereas Calvin can do the dirty work, but also he can pass a ball as well. He can dribble with it, and I've been impressed when I've watched him at Leeds, and he's really the player that makes them all tick. Obviously, it's Pablo Hernandez, but he is really the player that brings it all together. And at such a young age as well, fantastic player. And there's a reason why Leeds fans love him, and he's got a lot of admirers further up the footballing pyramid. And there's a lot of people who think that he is the best player outside the Premier League in the English footballing pyramid. So, very good player, and I can see him going far in the footballing game. So that's why he makes it in my centre mid. Only 24 years of age there as well. Third centre mid, again, probably more attacking with Thiago, is Kevin De Bruyne. What more do I need to say? Premier League was hard. I could have gone, Mo Salah, Sadio Mane. I could have gone Virgil van Dijk, David De Gea in there, or Alisson, or Ederson. But I'm going to have to go Kevin De Bruyne. That man, oh my God. How good is he at football? Every time I go to a City game, I'm standing there and I'm just watching his movement and some of the passes that he creates and his work off the ball. And he comes back and he's tackling and he's doing his defensive duties. He's just such a silky player. He's unbelievably talented and he's so good to watch. And that's why Kevin De Bruyne's got to be in my team. He's that good. For me, the best player in the Premier League, best midfielder in the world at this moment in time. We saw at the Bernabeu when Man City went there. He tore them to shreds. And it's a bit scary when a player like De Bruyne plays that well at the Bernabeu against Real Madrid. He'll command a huge fee should Real Madrid want him, but he is a very, very good player. And he really is the player that makes, again, Man City tick. They won the league. We won the league without him last season, but it's a pleasure to watch him play. Some of the passes that he picks out, there's a joke he could find my dad with a pass, but I really genuinely believe it. He's that good at passing the ball, and he's a leader as well. He's a very, very good player and person to have. He's a leader. Leads by example. You never see him in the headlines for the wrong reasons. A family man. Unbelievable player. Unbelievable, as Gary Neville would say. So that's why Kevin De Bruyne gets in. So just looking at that team right now, and now we've added the midfield, I've cracked it. I've absolutely cracked it. There's no hope. There's no hope for anyone else. This team would do well. I'm sorry it would. Probably get rid of the goalkeeper if it was a career mode. That's it. So we'll get on to the front three. We've still got leagues like Ligue 1, La Liga to come in as well. But we'll go left wing first, and we've gone to the Brazilian league with Grêmio and left winger Everton. Young Brazilian winger, 24 years of age, been linked with a lot of English clubs, and his stats back it up as well. He's a very capable young, that typical Richarlison Brazilian flair winger, and very good as well, very good. So he'll get in at left wing. We were running out. It was between him and Hulk for this one. I just thought Hulk's a bit too old, bit too past it, a bit too predictable. Whereas young Everton here got a lot of potential, and he really does need to make that move from the Brazilian league now to a high standard European division. But that's why he gets in. He's very skillful, very tricky. Been linked with, would you believe it, Everton as well. I mean, that move is just that's destined for each other. That if Everton moves to Everton, so that's why he gets in at left wing. Very capable. I don't know how many times I've said capable this video, but very tricky, very fast, very pacey, and a good little winger. So that's why he gets in at left wing. Right wing, I've already mentioned his name, Lionel Messi. Words can't describe how good that man at football is. The best to ever do it. I don't want to hear Ronaldo. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. His stats and his assists, his goals, the ball sticks to him. He's just a pleasure to watch. A pleasure to watch. You know, we've been grateful. We've been lucky enough to watch him and Ronaldo in the same spot, but him, he's just unbelievable. You can watch the video from a few months ago where we debated, me and Tom, Ronaldo and Messi, and he was Ronaldo, and I think I even had him coming over to Messi by the end of it. Unbelievable. He's just a joy to watch. Unbelievable stats as well. Some of the goals that he scored, and he's just magic. He is. So I wasn't going to have a team without Lionel Messi in there. So he gets in. He says right wing. He can play wherever he wants. I don't care. If I'm the manager, play where you want, son. Just crack on. Just free roam. Do whatever you want. He is that good. He's so good. And that's why he's the best to ever play the game. So Lionel Messi gets in at right wing. Striker, I've gone for Mbappe. I could have put Messi up front and put Neymar in, or I could have even had either Cavani up front or Icardi, but I've gone for Mbappe just because I've never seen someone run so fast. I've never seen someone so fast, and he's very good as well, isn't he? He's so young. I remember when City beat Monaco 5-3 Champions League, I was there. He scored, I think he was only like 16, 17 at the time. Very, very good. Don't know whether he'll score that many goals as part of a front three with Messi on the right hand side, whereas Messi will probably score most of the goals. But Mbappe, unbelievable player, and that's why he is going up front. And he is my Ligue 1 player. Fantastic player, so fast, scores goals. What more do you want? So that is my full team. Fraser Forster, Mario Fernandes, Ruben Diaz, Koulibaly, Nicolas Tagliafico, Calvin Phillips, Thiago, Kevin De Bruyne, Lionel Messi, Mbappe and Everton at left wing. That is my team. I want to know what your team is. Leave them in the comments below, or make your own video and tag us in it, or put it on social media and tag us in it as well. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Something light-hearted to do whilst we're all on lockdown. And keep an eye out for our videos over the next couple of weeks. We've got some more commentary videos, pro clubs, little bits like that. We'll be discussing what is actually going to happen with the footballing season. Will Liverpool lift that title? Who knows? So subscribe to the channel, like the video. Head over to our website as well, 247football.com. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe, stay at home, and we'll see you next time.